Everything you learned in history class was a lie. Well, maybe not everything, but they skipped the best parts. Introducing Stupiracy, where stupidity meets conspiracy. Ever heard of the Olympic marathon that nearly killed its runners? Or the time a pope put another pope's corpse on trial? Join me, Scott Rizzuto, and Tim McKernan as we uncover the most outrageous historical moments and mind-blowing conspiracies you won't believe actually happened. Tune into Stupiracy for your weekly dose of historical absurdity. Available wherever you get your podcasts. Remember, history is dumb, but laughing at it is smart.
We're rolling now, practicing those double plays and cutoff throws and signals. And
you know what I was saying, the boys to the boys today. We have all the technology now, and we have machines to throw pop flies up to the catchers instead of some sorry guy trying to hit the straight up pop ups, that you used to see. And we have all of this fancy stuff, but it's the same. They're doing the same stuff. They're out there just standing around about 80% of the time. It's the same, pitchers fielding practice, and you wander back there, and basically they do the same stuff, and then they take batting practice, and then they're done. The only thing is they get done a little earlier because they got more fields to take batting practice on, instead of having everybody have to take the batting practice on one field.
What did it get to be, about 90 today?
No, it wasn't that warm.
Oh.
I don't think so. I don't know. It seemed nice. Maybe 84 or 5.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Oh, yeah. It's but clouds again. It's getting kind of cloudy again today. I want my money back. Come on.
Hey, we beat Slovakia. We beat Slovakia.
Yes, we did. Do we know who we play yet?
I don't know.
I don't know who the next opponent is.
I think we play the Czech Republic. The other half of. It's a good thing we didn't have to play Czechoslovakia, but they split up. See, they split up. So
I'm having a hard time getting into the hockey. I haven't seen a minute.
Well, you know about 2 players, maybe none. Greenway, the prospect for the Wild, there's a very good chance after the Olympics he'll be playing here, I would think. They're probably going to sign him. I don't think he'll go back. I don't know what will happen. I don't think he'll go back and play for Boston U. He might go back there, and then when their season's over, he'll sign with the Wild or something. But remember when Neil came back from the 1980 Olympics? He joined the North Stars, and that could happen.
Well, a lot of those guys instantly joined teams.
Yes, they did.
We do play the Czech Republic on 10. Well, it says 12/10 on February 20th. So do we play again? Wednesday, February 21st, we play the Czech Republic.
Okay, so
tomorrow
and it's tomorrow there already. But they're giving you, what are they giving you? Eastern U.S. time?
Yeah, then it says 12:10 or 10:10 p.m. on February 20th. So that's when the game.
Well, I was trying to get a hold of my guy Chip Scoggins to perhaps be on the air today at 5, and that's 8 a.m. tomorrow back in Korea. So.
Are we going to see Lindsey Vohn's final Olympic run tonight? Do we know that? I have no idea.
Don't think we got winded out, did we? But they've had a hard time getting this one started. Is this it? Is this it for her, the downhill?
It says she's the strong favorite in Tuesday's women's downhill. Well, today's Tuesday.
Is it over yet?
I don't know.
That's the trouble with covering Olympics in that time zone. It's just it's tomorrow, and it just doesn't seem right.
I don't think.
How about just having the whole world have the same time?
Or
how about that?
Or the Olympics can never be held anywhere that's more than 1 hour difference than here.
Yeah,
1 hour.
Yeah, that would put a lot of Winter Olympics in Canada or the U.S.
Yeah. So the West Coast out of the picture.
You can't do it. Denver makes the cut.
Denver, they because remember way back when the only reason the '88 Olympics were in Calgary was because Denver received them, and then the environmentalists kicked up a fuss, and they had a vote, and they turned them down. They defunded it. So.
Not only would I make it a law that they can't be held anywhere more than an hour time difference from here. They have to be held where I would recognize everything on a menu.
Oh, okay.
Did you read this Chip Scoggins piece the other day when he went into a restaurant?
And tried to get something to eat, huh?
Tried to get
Yeah, I
something to
saw
eat,
that.
and they bring them a slab of meat and a grill, and you got to cook your own.
No, that's why I'm here, Hans.
No.
You're
Yeah,
king.
I've had a long day. I got up at 6 this morning. I've been covering stuff, and now you're going to make me cook my own meat?
Yeah.
I don't.
And
like
then
that.
plus you might not know if it's dog meat or not.
I think I don't think they eat as much dog as we give them credit.
Oh, they
for.
eat. They got them. You can
Oh,
get
they'll
them. You
eat
can
a
get
dog.
a dog.
Yeah, they'll eat a
Get you a
dog,
dog by 3 o'clock. I'll get you a dog.
Yeah, but I don't think it's like the staple of their.
I'm sure the Korean diet is fantastic. It's just that I wouldn't be familiar with a damn thing on the menu.
Well, Southern California is filled with Korean barbecues.
I don't care. I wouldn't have to eat it because I'd be in Southern California. I could also get a steak or a piece of fish.
Well, I don't think their food's that bad.
1 hour time difference. American food. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't see any results here for Lindsay, so we
I
must
didn't
not
either.
have skated. We must not have skated yet. I skied yet. Come on, Lindsay. Let's win one more. Let's go here.
Did you see
I
the
hope so.
moron yet that can't ski? She keeps getting a lot of publicity.
Oh yeah. Well, we love those wacky stories. Well, why is she still skiing then?
Well,
It's got to be over by now.
I guess. I don't know. Yeah, but she made the papers again today
Okay.
for doing absolutely no tricks.
Do the Hungarian skiing team, do they make a lot of public stops? I mean, is she going to make some more money post-career
Oh, yeah,
after
she'll
this?
barnstorm with that game.
Yeah.
They also have a very good cookbook out.
Yeah.
How much half pipe is there?
Well-
Because we had. Isn't that what the little gal last week won?
Yes.
Kim?
The half pipe accommodates various. The half pipe apparently accommodates snowboarding and those on skis.
Yeah, they added that one then. Because when I went to snowboarding, when I went to the first ever half pipe, it was just the snowboards. Mm-hmm. They keep adding this crap that to get the X gamers to watch it, but. Yeah, I'm wondering because I saw the half pipe and I said, okay, this is over. The men won, the women won, and now we add some more. I'll tell you what, Joe, if we didn't have those make-believe X game sports that they've added to the Olympics menu in the last, 15 years, we would really be laying an egg over there.
Yeah, we're not doing well as it is.
No, Canada's kicking the hell out of us.
So
That's
is
not
Finland.
good.
Finland is just
Oh, yeah,
running
a lot
away
of,
with it.
Norway, too.
I
Norway.
went to the maps.
Okay.
When they're skiing, for example, the downhill, you're damn near due. Let me get this straight. West of Tokyo. You know how Japan kind of drops down there, and then you cut over, and boom, there you're right there.
Oh, so Korea's that far down this
Yeah,
place?
yeah.
Is it really? Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I haven't gone to the
like
map. I
that.
thought you went to the map for the Norway and Finland and stuff like that. So
No, I know where they are.
okay.
I'm a little unfamiliar with South Korea, which I bet has some beautiful coastlines.
The Gopher Badger basketball game damn near drove me to the Olympics last night. Mm-hmm. That was an Olympic sport like sword fighting or something. That was the biggest mess I have ever watched the last 10 or 12 minutes. Reavers, that was ugly.
He doesn't pay attention to the show.
No,
Kenny came in
here
and was asking
ordering
about
us.
the gal that couldn't ski, and
We
we
didn't
said
know.
we
He
just
was
talked
addressing
about
her by name, and we didn't remember what her name was. Sorry, Pat. What was your
He
question
doesn't
again?
like the Gopher
That
basketball
basketball game last night, the last 12 minutes, the last 7 minutes of regulation and the 5 minutes of overtime was the worst thing I've ever watched in my life.
It was pretty hard to stomach. I will agree with you.
Did
there.
Lynch mean that much to that club?
Yeah, he did.
Because they're a non-factor.
But they've
ever since
also
he walked
lost
over.
Amir Coffey, who was a pretty big piece.
Coffee. Coffee. They lost him too. And McBrayer just came back yesterday after missing a long time. I mean, they have been destroyed, but damn, they still had better athletes than Wisconsin.
Yeah, Wisconsin's having a rough year too. They're going with a lot of youth on that team.
You got
Well,
to
they-
play your freshmen.
Yes, you do.
Well, they have. I think they actually had two other freshmen who were supposed to be pretty good, but they also were injured. I think they have three people hurt too, but they stink. And the Gophers stink. So it was ugly. Neither team could score a point. Well, the Gophers were on 58 for about an hour and a half, weren't they? They went 58 for 51.
What
And they
was
were
it?
on 58 forever.
It was 8.5 minutes without a field goal. I think at one does that sound right?
Yeah, between the end of regulation and then overtime.
I think something like that. Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Yeah, this is Wisconsin's first terrible team in a long time.
I'm just trying to find the thing here. Well, the golf tour returns to your neck of the woods.
Yeah, where are they?
Honda, on the other side, I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Honda over by Fort Lauderdale. But they don't, they don't play the W World Golf Championship thing anymore over at Trump's course. They play at Mexico City, so they kind of leave here. Instead of staying in Florida for a month. I think they the top 64 at least leave here and then go to Mexico City and come back. So the Honda though, is that the Bear Trap? Is
Yep.
that where they?
Yep.
Ooh, that's a hard golf course.
I believe
Ooh.
so.
Yeah, that getting kicked around all around Eagle Trace, other places, but they found a good home for it. That's a tough golf course.
That was a Heron victory years ago, the Honda.
Yeah, I think I not at this golf course. So
No.
I think at Eagle Trace or something. So anyway, I've never been there. I've been down here and around there, but I've never gone to the Honda. But I'd like to see that golf course. That's pretty dang good.
Well, maybe this is your year. You got no games to cover yet.
Starting Friday, we have games Friday. The
What,
Gopher.
U of
In
M?
fact, there's Thursday. There's a game with the Gophers Thursday at 6:00, a scrimmage, and then Friday they play over at Boston, and Saturday they have their first home game.
I'll be darned.
Oh, they're getting started early. Well, they're out of here March 25th. Their last game in Florida. So.
That's a month from Sunday.
Yes, yeah, they're not going to be down. I think they're down here about 4 or 5 days less than they have been in recent years. They're not quite down here quite as long. But
Can people buy tickets to go in and watch workouts?
They don't have to. You can
just
come
walk
and
in?
watch. You just wander in and watch them. Yeah, they.
Do they have the concession sales going for those?
No, because they don't. Not much is going on the big field. Basically, you wander around and go to the back fields, and they're using 2 or 3 of those diamonds. One group will take BP on this field, but you never know which it is. The big field, and then when's the last time you were down here? When you and I did the broadcast?
Probably, yeah. 5
Well,
years ago, maybe.
Yeah, well, I think they've added about 2 fields since then. They have the place is mammoth, but you got to see the ballpark since they changed it. It's terrific. The boardwalk, the whole thing around here, it's really great.
Yeah, I've not seen the updated facility.
Yeah, you will hardly recognize it.
I don't.
You haven't seen the new ballpark either?
I've been there once, I think. I've been there
with the boardwalk.
Not after they've done the outfield and the new berm. I have not been there since that.
Well, come on, let's get in the car and drive down
You
some
let me know
weekend.
when that Royce Estate is open, and I've got.
It's a third world country. We're not going down to Florida. Give me a break. I'll be in Maui.
Stay on the coast and you're okay. If you get inland, you're taking your chances. We got pythons in there
But let's
and rednecks.
let's do that real soon when I fly down there. Okay.
Kenny, have you ever been to Maui?
Yeah, I'll talk to you off the air.
Yeah,
about it.
but no. My question is,
Yeah,
when you
the golf course there?
No,
oh,
no.
my God, it's incredible.
no, but do you fly to L.A. and stay overnight and then go?
No.
See, that's what I'd have to do. That's
What?
too long of a
No,
flight
wait.
for me.
What? Fly to L.A. and sleep overnight?
Yeah.
Get to Hawaii. Let's go.
That takes too long.
Oh my Lord.
Takes you 12 hours, doesn't it?
I don't think you'll ever see New Zealand, folks.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, right. That's a
I'm
one-timer.
not a
huh?
candidate for
How-
Australia. Or
You're
New
going to
Zealand.
the homeland once every 6 months. How you flying to Deutschland?
That's 6 hours. That's nothing. 7 hours tops. It's not my homeland.
Going to see your people.
No.
Well, we lost one.
Hey, did you?
Maybe the next one.
What do you think of what the NCAA did to Richard Pitino's daddy today?
Oh, I'm shocked, Patrick.
Took away the whole
Louisville.
title, huh?
Took away the 2013 national. They've never done that before. They vacated, including Clem. They vacated second, third, and fourth but this is the first time they've ever taken a title away. I'm sure they are angst-filled in Louisville. And actually, they took away a Final Four appearance in 2012 and this thing in 2013. And this is for the last scandal. This is for the hookers in the dorm scandal. We haven't even gotten to the new scandal of buying the players that the FBI's in on.
Boy, you'd think some of those colleges don't behave honestly, do they?
Well, there's, according to reports that are leaking out, by the time the FBI gets done with college basketball, you won't recognize it.
Just a minute. Just a minute, Pat. Yes, Clem.
I tell you, it's Joan Patch.
Yes.
It's at the Measureless Companies. And Rich Pitino's, vacation. They have a vacated spot for the national championships.
That happened to you, didn't it?
I won national championship 99. And I won national
You
championship.
did win. That's right. You did win a national championship.
NIT national champion.
Yes,
NIT. Sometimes NCAA's, sometimes just NCA. You got the last A.
Big Ten.
That's national champion.
Yeah, well, not really, but you always convince yourself. Haven't you?
Oh, the tournament, you get invite. Invite for a tournament. But what's that first part of the phrase? National.
National. Yeah.
National Invitational Tournament champion.
And you know, one of those national championships you won, Clem?
Yes, Patrick.
You did it with 5 road games.
Yes, Patrick.
2 at Target Center, 1 at Met Center, and 2 in New York. 5 road games.
That's a 5 roads game. 5 roads game. And the Target Center, that's a roads game.
That's not a home game.
That's a roads game.
That's not a home game. You never played in that court before.
What is these animals?
Yeah, you were down in Fort Smyer?
Yes, I am, sir.
Fort
I'm
Smyer,
down in
that's
Fort Myers.
a
Yes.
nice warm place. So you on the beach.
Where are you, Clem?
I'm down here in Western Kentucky. I went home to see Mama. She making some of the fried pie. Love that fried pie. Had to come down. He eating concerts. He eat the fried pie my mama make.
Yes,
He all over
it
that.
was.
He all over that.
Yes, he was.
I remember those fried pies, Patrick. Remember that?
Oh, I do.
Yeah,
You never
I do.
invited me, Clem.
I like Patrick's better.
I know you do.
I like Patrick's better.
Yeah.
It's well established. He come to the Willem Arena. He down there in the front row.
Yeah.
He almost get kicked in the face of basketball. Who kicked you in the face, Patrick?
Richard Coffey. That was in the Superdome, though, Clem.
That's
That was in
Richard
the
Coffey.
Superdome.
Superdome.
That was a road game, wasn't it?
Superdome.
That was a
game.
road game, yes.
That's Patrick get kicked right in the face. Boy, we laughed about that in the locker rooms. Patrick said, "What are you going to do? I'm gonna kick Patrick in the face." It's very funny. Very funny.
Yeah.
Thanks, Clem, for checking in.
I'm going to head on. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
All right, thank you. We'll be back in just a moment, but now...
Well, this is the worst example of board hopping I've seen since I was in Brown Institute in 1986. My goodness.
My apologies to the affiliates. I forgot to hit
The affiliates aren't back yet. We're going to wait for another 5 minutes for the affiliates to finally catch up, and then we'll apologize.
I forgot to hit the
them.
button when we went to break.
So the money report.
You had one job.
The money report and the traffic's being heard all across the
Well,
state.
they like to hear what's going on at the flagship every day.
I'm sure they're.
Kenny sounds good today.
Yeah.
Take it away, Johnny.
Kenny sounds good
Joe.
every day.
So people in Duluth are getting the traffic report for the Twin Cities.
Is he distracted today there, Kenny?
Well, he
What'd you
left
say?
the room.
Yeah, he just up and left.
What were you talking about, cookie dough, though? I missed that off the
Yeah, I don't think we better go into that.
okay.
Well, it was a romantic evening.
No, Johnny, go. Johnny, go.
Candles were lit.
No.
Cloudy and 20 degrees.
And so
And
was
then
I.
you put her in the oven.
Well,
so to
you
speak.
got to knead that dough first.
Gopher women's team back in action tonight. Indiana in town for a game against the Gophers. Minnesota's defeated 2 top 25 teams in a row, and this is the Gophers' last home game of the season.
Boy, we never have to leave town. We've had quite a homestand here.
They're a lock for the tourney,
The
aren't they?
Gopherettes have got to be a lock for the
they gotta
tournament.
be,
They beat the number 10 team in the country just a minute ago. I think that's the first time they've defeated Brenda also. Am I right? I don't think they've ever defeated Brenda's team.
Twins have officially signed veteran righty Anibal Sanchez after he passed his physical. To make room on the 40-man, the team transferred Trevor May to the 60-day disabled list. Sanchez with Detroit last year, 3-7, ERA almost 6.5. The Town Ball Classic has been scheduled. It'll happen May 26th this year at Target Field. And a great lineup this year, Mr. Reavers.
Thank you, Johnny.
10 o'clock, the Kimball Express and Lake Henry Lakers. That's Class C. Class B is at 12:30. The Meadville Mud Hens take on the Victoria Vicks. And Class A, this should be fun. It's an all-star game. The Minneapolis All-Stars play the St. Paul All-Stars, 3 o'clock. All these games, of course, at Target
I'm
Field.
seeing that final game being rife with cheating. Who's on those teams?
Well, it'll be comprised of various players throughout Class A.
Oh, not various ex-MLB players?
I hope so. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Say, I have a question. Are the Mud Hens 2 times defending state
Back to
champions?
back, yes.
They won it last year, too, right?
Back to back, 2016 and 2017.
And I would think the Vicks will be honoring Mr. Poppins.
Yes, they will.
Who passed away a little while ago.
His son Clark is the one I've been in direct communication with.
Reavers. Perky now, he can't smoke him in there at 90 to 100 miles an hour, but he could take an afternoon of 80 miles an hour, couldn't he?
I'll put it this way. Perk could show up at any one of these parks and make us all look foolish.
No, I'm thinking for the All-Star game. I think we should load Minneapolis up with some players.
Well, he was a former Class A pitcher.
Why not St. Paul? He's from that side of the river.
I think he played for the...
Don't take all the fun out of this. We aim to stomp on the throats of the St. Paul team.
Wow.
Yeah, but
Taking it very
the
seriously.
Minneapolis, but this is just in Minneapolis and St. Paul, so the Minnetonka Millers are not involved, right?
Well, they are because they're on the Minneapolis side.
Oh.
Yeah.
In other words, this is very loose recruiting.
Rules.
Well,
here.
the way Class A works is if your team's home site is within the 694, 494 loop, you're a Class A team.
Well, that's good enough.
That's how it works.
That's good
It's
enough.
like Cretan, very loose recruiting.
I think Perky's outside the loop.
But
That's
you're right.
true.
Perky, he is now, but Joe's right. He grew up in St. Paul, right?
Stillwater.
He's a pony.
Stillwater's not in the loop.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You can get there.
That's in the circle of friendship.
I think you ought to work on him, Reavers, to be
That's
the
a good
starting
idea.
pitcher for either team. They can flip the coin.
Serious, these drunks you've got out there, he could pitch them in there. He could throw them in there at 40 and they'd still watch it go by, wouldn't they?
Stumbling around.
I don't know. They got some pretty good players.
You might get an open invitation now for an at-bat, Olson.
My arm would fall off if I threw one.
Kenny, you ought to get on your chopper and go down to Meadville for a game. That whole
I love that park.
That whole highway that goes there on a Sunday afternoon is all motorcycles.
Yeah, I've been on that highway on a motorcycle.
Isn't that where I'm supposed to go get the burger?
King's
too?
Bar, baby.
King's Bar's got the good burgers.
I hear they're
yeah.
pretty good.
That highway, actually, Patrick, is where I hold my personal speed record, which I'll tell you off the air what that is on a motorcycle.
Well, you should do it, and I love the motorcycle mamas too, like the 50-year-old motorcycle gal with the cigarette and riding behind. It's
How you
fantastic.
doing, honey?
Yeah.
John Height.
She calls her husband Daddy. I love that. I love that.
And if you see the guy,
John Height.
if you see the guy that's riding the motorcycle and he has the T-shirt on the back, if you can read this, my B fell off.
Johnny Height.
Thanks, Joe. News notes from today that Columbia Heights man charged in a fatal shooting at a Minnetonka park and ride last March found guilty today on first and second degree murder charges. Marcus Hallmark accused of fatally shooting 32-year-old Thomas Russ of Minneapolis as he changed a flat tire. According to the criminal complaint, Russ was the boyfriend of Hallmark's sister. Hallmark, Russ, and two women had been hanging out at a home in Columbia Heights. One of the women led her car to Hallmark, but at some point he abandoned it at the park and ride ramp on Wayzata Boulevard because it had a flat tire. Hallmark, Russ, and the two women drove to the ramp so Russ could change the flat tire. Both women reported hearing a loud bang. They looked over and said they saw Russ on the ground before Hallmark fired another shot and fled. More than 12 law enforcement agencies in the West Metro involved in the manhunt. He was apprehended without incident, found guilty this morning.
So the guy who was changing the tire got shot?
That's correct, yes.
That doesn't make much sense.
President Trump said he's directed Attorney General Jeff Sessions to propose changes that would ban so-called bump stocks, which make it easier to fire rounds quicker. Meanwhile, Press Secretary Sarah Sanders offered a cryptic preview of future actions against Russia during her briefing this afternoon, as she claimed President Trump has been tougher on Moscow than his predecessor. Sanders said he has done a number of things to put pressure on Russia and be tough on Russia. Last week, there was an incident that will be reported in the coming days. She wouldn't give any further details, but cited meetings and discussions with foreign leaders. She said he's been tougher on Russia in the first year than Obama was in 8 years combined. Good news for our guy Manny. The first treatment to help prevent serious allergic reactions to peanuts might be on the way.
Wow.
Company said today that it's...
Who's going to try it first?
I'd like to be second or third if I had that.
Company said that its daily capsules of peanut flour helped sensitize children to nuts in a major study. Millions of children have peanut allergies. Some may have life-threatening reactions if accidentally exposed to them. Doctors have been testing daily doses of peanut flour contained in a capsule and sprinkled over food as a way to prevent that. California-based Immune Therapeutics said 67% of kids who had the treatment were able to tolerate the equivalent of roughly 2 peanuts at the end of the study, compared to only 4% of others who were given a dummy powder.
Joe, I wonder how many kids we killed off in the 50s because they ate peanuts and we didn't know what the hell happened to them.
We just thought they choked to death.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that kid. What was wrong with this? We didn't know what the hell was going on. We probably killed off a bunch of them. We didn't even know it.
It's a good thing he didn't grow up in my family. My parents would come home, see him laying on the floor having a reaction. They'd say, "Get up, stop showing off. Go in there and clean the dog kennel. What's wrong with you, you baby?"
We had a live science experiment with Manny in here, or no? No.
A lot of weird plane disruptions lately. Here's a very strange one from the Emirates airline. A couple is criticizing the airline for removing them from a flight to Dubai after they overheard the woman complaining of menstrual pain. The incident took place minutes before takeoff at Birmingham Airport in UK. Birmingham. Did you like it, Rick? Did I do it all right?
Birmingham.
Yes, Birmingham is like proper way.
Well, on board...
With the buck teeth sticking out.
Yes, a very poor dental program.
Stick your teeth out, and then you can have the accent.
I wonder if
bloody
Will,
wanker.
I wonder if Will ever got hitched. Did our guy Will? He would have been a good catch.
He was smart playing the field, man. He didn't. He got the accent. Well, he calls pickles gherkins.
Well, on board the A.
That's cool. That's cool. You call a pickle a gherkin.
That is too cool for you. If a Brit and a U.S. guy are both going after the same lady, and you call pickles gherkins, the U.S. guy's got no shot.
That's the tiebreaker.
Can't play against that.
One time he was in my office, we had the door closed, and I said, "Listen, you can just drop the accent." nobody's buying that BS, Will. Just come on.
Well, on board the A380 jet, 24-year-old Beth Evans told her boyfriend, 26-year-old Joshua Moron, that she was suffering from the pain. The couple said a member of the flight crew overheard Evans and began questioning her. Minutes later, the two had to leave the plane, saying the passenger... they were asked to leave the plane, saying the passenger needed medical assessment for the 7-hour journey. The couple were forced to unfasten their belts and leave, and they were not happy. Beth was in tears, the fella said, getting upset when the hostess was asking questions. Evans told the people on the plane it was, at best, the pain was 1 out of 10 and nothing to be worried about. Didn't matter. The Emirates staff said they couldn't allow her to fly on that airplane. They have since apologized, but
that's what she gets for whining about 1 out of 10.
Plus, she did it all wrong, Patrick. We both know that when they ask that question, what they're really asking is how much medicine we should give you, and you always answer with the same. It's a 12. My God, it's killing me.
wait for the hook, huh?
I think so.
I'm waiting for Royce to step in and ask, "What the hell is this?"
Is this eggs?
Let's see if Pat likes this when it's the. Here we go now. Here we go. Give it some time.
Yeah. I'm on Pat's team on this song.
This is it.
A bunch of Mississippi sissies, if you ask me.
Okay, Grandpa. Okay. Wow.
You made me really nervous for a second.
Yeah. It's heavily produced, John.
Heavily produced.
Is there a real instrument on the track?
Well, there's some keyboards, definitely.
Like a cymbal?
Definitely a lot of keyboards.
They're using that synthesizer
I've
thing.
watched them do it live. They got a guitar and everything.
They got a guitar.
I got on manager Molitor actually yesterday about this very topic because 2 days ago Over on the new Stelly field, they were taking BP. They were working out. They had 2 speakers out there, and they were playing great stuff. Ronnie Van Zant, all kinds of stuff. Yesterday, they come into the big stadium, and they got the crap going. You know,
I mean, rap?
96.3 go crap, okay? That kind of stuff. And I said, you know, you got a new 3-year contract. You're the manager of the year. Why didn't you put in there that you get to pick out the music?
How
What
about
the hell's
no
wrong with you?
music? It's baseball.
Now you got to have music.
No, you don't have to have any music.
One of the biggest sports writers in the upper Midwest talking to a major league manager,
Hall of Famer,
about the music being played at spring training.
We don't want to hear this stuff. Let's hear, you know.
Perry Como.
Yeah. No.
One.
Leonard Skinner. He's a big Springsteen.
I was going to say, he's a big Springsteen guy.
One more Olympic story before we get on to other stuff.
I didn't know we've already had a previous one.
Man, come on. I had a rough night, and I hate the Eagles, man.
That's Ricey to Molitor.
Molly, I had a rough night.
The pressure of Canada being in a must-win curling match against Japan was too much to bear for the husband of curler Rachel Homan.
Oh, this is great.
While she competed on the ice and tried to pull her country back into medal contention, this match, by the way, going down at 9 in the morning, her husband was trying to keep his nerves at bay by 2 fisting beers at 9 in the morning. One in each hand.
All right.
Sean Germain, Homan's husband, was seen making regular trips to keep himself socially lubricated throughout the match. He's a former EHCL hockey player. He missed the end of the match when Japan conceded because, he was at the stand getting more beer.
Awesome. Man, what a guy.
Please tell me you have the $1 million quote in here, Johnny.
Canada went on to win 8-3 and now sits in 6th place, fighting to make the semifinals. Beating Japan, which is currently in 2nd, was a big feat for them, and it keeps Canada's medal dreams alive. Germain took to Twitter to defend himself after the internet started talking about his early drinking, tweeting, "You can judge all you want. The stress level is high. I'm not a drunk. I'm just Canadian." Hashtag we believe.
I want that as a T-shirt. I'm not a drunk.
I'm Canadian.
Wasn't it the semifinals in the Big Lebowski, too? Weren't they getting ready for the semifinals in the bowling and the big? I thought they were
you're right. Yeah.
I think they were getting ready for the semifinals.
In curling, are you supposed to knock the stone out of that circle down there?
If it's not yours.
If it's not yours, you want to knock it out of there.
out of the way.
Yeah, right.
I think it's more fun to watch curling and try to figure out what the hell they're doing. And the gliding. I want to glide like that. Doesn't that look fun? Gliding down the ice sideways, maybe have a heater going, talking to your buddy.
Well, Lavelle was predicting today, after a brother finished second in NASCAR, that within 4 years they'll be kicking ass. The brothers will be kicking ass in curling. He predicts a gold medal for an African American team in curling in 4 years from now.
Hey, Patrick, you guys were talking about this Elizabeth Swaney earlier. Have you seen the video?
She's the woman who can't ski.
She's the one from Hungary, yeah. You have to look up the video.
Well, she's American.
I know she is, but the video of her doing the half pipe is it reminded me of the SNL skit with Martin Short where they're doing the synchronized swimming and they just suck really bad.
He's got the
I'm
nose
not a
plugs.
strong swimmer.
He's got the arm flag. He's got the life jacket on.
Yeah,
Coast Guard approved.
and the nose plug thing. And this dear Elizabeth Swaney, she barely gets her ski tips over the rim.
She'll be on The Apprentice or some damn show if it still exists.
Yeah, America needs to take her back and claim her as our own.
Oh, she's a heroine. She'll be on.
She doesn't jump.
Show.
She just kind of hops.
Yeah, kind of lifts up a little bit. Her skis never leave the ground.
And she's been skiing for 10 years.
Oh, she's so awesome.
She's just horrible.
Oh, I love her to death. Yeah. She's an American treasure.
Yeah. She ran against Schwarzenegger for governor of California.
Really? And she lost?
Yeah.
Oh. A Florida man desperate.
How do you know so much about her?
We had a big segment on her yesterday. I just think she's the ultimate. Everybody gets a medal.
Yeah. But she kind of, she connived her way into the Olympics.
Well, I said there's two ways to look at this. She's either pulling off a great scam, a bit.
No, she has to be.
Or she's just a complete moron.
No, she's genius. Yeah. No, this is an awesome bit. Yeah.
A Florida man desperate to get beer used hot dogs and a corn dog stick to attack a gas station clerk, according to police. Cavan McDonald, that's C-A-V-A-N. Would you call that Cavan?
I don't know.
35 years old. Threw hot dogs and poked the female clerk with the corn dog stick at the Petro gas station in Marion County. His bizarre outbreak allegedly began after the clerk refused to sell him a beer. Sheriff's office.
It's a lot of work for a beer.
Sheriff's office said the victim was left with a red mark under her eye due to the corn dog stick attack. Surveillance video captured the man identified as McDaniel lunging with a hot dog at the clerk. McDaniel was charged.
Wait, sit still so I can threaten you here.
Were they in a hallway?
I'm not laughing at you.
I'm
not laughing at you, John. I'm looking at the video here of Elizabeth's tricks.
Yeah.
Quite the tricks.
McDaniel was charged with battery touch, whatever that means. Battery as in touching, I guess. Mm-hmm. He also violated his probation from Pasco County. He's being held in jail with no bond. And a Wisconsin resident security camera captured the moment a wandering mountain lion walked up to their home and looked in through a window.
See the size of this thing?
No.
Oh, it's massive.
Huge.
It's a residential area. If on the video you posted, Chris.
It's on the GL page, 1500ESPN.com.
If you get a chance to see it, watch it. You'll be horrified.
It's the size of a vehicle.
Yeah, it's not good.
And this is in Wisconsin?
That's in Wisconsin.
Richmond?
Wow. They're coming, Joe.
Brookfield.
They're coming.
Brookfield's a suburb of Milwaukee.
This was, by the looks of the tape, it's a residential area. I mean, it looks like my neighborhood.
They're coming.
Okay, Mr. Top Down, what do you got coming up?
Oh, hey, we're going to talk to Chip Scoggins in Korea about 15 minutes from now. He's heading up the hill. Then he's getting on a bus and heading up the hill to watch Lindsey Vonn. Hopefully they won't be weathered out. Andy Greeter from the St. Paul Paper will talk to us about that wonderful effort by the Gophers, plus the new Gopher football uniforms, which makes them look like a bunch of jackasses.
I wonder if that means that American TV viewers see Lindsey Vonn tonight.
I believe they aren't they showing stuff live and then rerunning it in prime time now? They're not trying to keep it away from them all day long, are they? No, actually tonight it will be in prime time.
Yeah.
It will be in prime time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the hockey game, because the difference is enough that they actually can show some stuff live now.
All right, very good. Ask him about that meal he cooked for himself.
Okay.
1500 ESPN is KSTP, St. Paul, Minneapolis. It's 20 degrees. The ride is up next.